if I cheat Torpedo and I have the movement speed increase, and I Thunder Focus T, Enveloping Mist, I actually still get the movement speed increase. This is fantastic. Yeah, just send me straight into Midnight. I love that. This is a fantastic talent. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mysticall. Today I am bringing you some very exciting changes that they released, I believe, this week on the Midnight Alpha. A lot of good changes, but I think they're primarily focused at PvP. On the monk tree, and I'm very excited about that. And then we also have some Mistweaver tree, and I think some slight changes to our hero talents. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. Starting off with the big one is pretty much every Expel Harm talent got pruned. The reason for this is because on the Mistweaver side, you have this talent right here, and it replaces Expel Harm. It increases the healing of Shaylun's Gift on you by 60%, but you can't get around this talent. Like, you have to take it. So Expel Harm is essentially gone. So what they did on the monk tree is they got rid of the Expel Harm talents. So there were 2 nodes here with Expel Harm talents. Those are all gone. I think it was like 3 talents total. Those are completely pruned and replaced. So the first one is Mistcaller. Vivify and Shaylun's Gift trigger a gust of mist on yourself. So I don't know if we're going to be focusing on mastery or something in Midnight, but this is a really good talent for just free self-healing. So it just costs no mana to heal yourself, which is nice. It's always welcome to get instant healing, especially if you don't have to have renewing mist on yourself or you don't have the globals. So Mistcaller, I welcome this talent. The next one is Vital Clarity. So Vivify and Shaylun's Gift critical strike chances are increased by 15% on yourself. So seems like they want to give Mistweaver a little bit more self-healing, which is always welcome, of course. It's just nice to have extra healing for yourself. And remember, they're doing the Vivify Shaylun's Gift weird thing still. I think they're still kind of committing to it, where Shaylun's Gift replaces Vivify. You can see this is just my Vivify now. It's kind of awkward. I think it's a really weird playstyle, but it does seem like they're kind of committing to it. The next one is this choice node. So it's not exactly the instant healing I kind of want, but after casting Enveloping Mist, your next Shaylun's Gift becomes instant cast. So I don't know exactly. I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of weird, but I guess they just want Shaylun's Gift to be instant. But it costs a global to use Enveloping Mist for Shaylun's Gift to be active, but we also have this talent here to make it instant. So I don't know. I don't know what they want to do with the design. I think it's okay overall, but there's like 3 different ways to make Shaylun's Gift instant, and I just feel like it's just slightly overkill. A new talent completely is called Reinvigoration. So after Detox successfully removes an effect from an ally, their movement speed is increased by 30% for 5 seconds. I'll take it. It's not a freedom. It's movement speed. It kind of feels like Tiger's Lust, kind of. You know what I mean? So it's a nice movement speed increase, but again, it's not a freedom, which would be nice, but it's nice to have some interaction with Detox. I don't know how good this is, especially with how many slows there are in PvP. This could be very well a PvE or raid mechanic for sure. Maybe if a tank gets a mechanic and you dispel it to give him some movement speed to get back into place. Pretty good. Mythic Plus, this could be okay. I don't see many uses for it, especially since it's like single target. I mean, 8-second cooldown still is nice. Movement speed is great. Ferocious Zhuen is a 2-point talent now. I don't really see the point of making this a 2-point talent in any way. It's just 4%. I mean, it's 4% damage, which is, of course, great, but why? I guess I hate 2-point talents, especially like these right here on the Mistweaver tree. I don't get 2-point talents here. So, but that's a change there. And then we have Still Step Coil. So this is a completely new talent where after you leg sweep, it applies disable for 5 seconds. So I was testing one thing. You need to be in melee range for it to work, pretty much. So I have the talent here. I'm hoping this works on these dummies. I don't know if it's going to show the debuff though. Yeah, so there's no disable now in melee range. I'm going to test it again where I'm going to be in melee range when leg sweep ends. All right, so now I have leg sweep back, and I'm going to leg sweep again and stay in melee range, and this should put disable on the target. So you can see how it went from leg sweep to disable. I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know if this is a weird interaction. I'm not entirely sure, but you can't like leg sweep and then roll away and then they'll be slowed. That's not how it works. You have to be in melee range. It potentially is just a bug, which is, I'll be more than happy with that, but that's just the interaction right now. And then finally, this one seems like it's more of a PvP thing, but I don't see a very good use for it. But Silent Sanctuary makes it so while there are no enemies within 15 yards of you, you heal for a small amount every 3 seconds. I don't know if this is good or not. I think in Arena, it depends. If it affects pets, for example, I don't think this has any place in Arena. But if like I'm doing 3s and it doesn't affect pets and I'm behind the pillar and no one's within 15 yards of me, I could see a world where this could be good, but if it, if enemies means pets or anything like that, no, I don't think this is going to work very well in PvP. But with that said, it's nice. It could be good maybe for flag carrying, right? Flag carrying a BG Blitz or a BG Blitz in general, because the maps are fairly large. Like let's just say you're at low health and a Deeper Gorge and you're at Quarry. You just had a team fight, you're low health, but you don't have time to heal yourself up because you need to go to ruins. Maybe you could, you heal yourself up while going from node to node. That could be the use case for this, which, sounds amazing. But in arena and like Mythic Plus and raids maybe, right? Raids potentially if you're not fist weaving and you're playing from range, but I don't think that's a play style you do in raids anymore. I think you're pretty much fist weaving or rushing wind kicking in raids. So I think maybe this is good in BG Blitz, but in every other aspect of the game, I don't see this being too useful. As far as hero talents go, there have been no changes to Master of Harmony. It looks like they're still under construction. It's still 2 Thunder Focus T charges. You're still building up Vitality and dumping it. You still get Chi Burst and Chi Wave to get the increased damage and healing from it. But this Master of Harmony has been the same. Most of the changes have been to Conduit, and there's 2 changes that they've made. So the first one is Heart of the Jade Serpent. They removed Shaylun's Gift from this. So because of what they're trying to do with Shaylun's Gift to replace Vivify, they got rid of it in Heart of the Jade Serpent. So Thunder Focus T is now the primary way to get Heart of the Jade Serpent. And this is what makes it so you press Thunder Focus T and you get the cooldown reduction on your spells. So if I press Thunder Focus T, I should get Heart of the Jade Serpent right here. So that is a primary thing. The other thing is Yu'lon's Avatar. So I believe this is new. And what this does is Vivify and Shaylun's Gift. And again, when it says Vivify and Shaylun's Gift, it means one or the other because Shaylun's Gift replaces Vivify. They have a chance to trigger Heart of the Jade Serpent for 4 seconds at 100% effectiveness. So they took this expansion's tier set and just made it into an RNG thing. I personally am never a fan of RNG, right? In arena and PvE, it doesn't really matter, especially something as strong as Yu'lon's Avatar. In my opinion, I think it's very strong. So there's going to be some fights where you just have Life Cocoon faster, or you have more Thunder Focus Ts, or, more damage. You just got, or, you have other fights where you don't, right? Because you didn't proc from Yu'lon's Avatar. So I'm not a big fan of this RNG stuff. I'm always a fan of controlling what I can, right? And having more control over my procs. Now, with that said, they have not said anything about the proc rate of this. I don't see anything about it anywhere. So it could, maybe it just pops off and just procs insane. I don't think it will, because I think it's very good, especially in PvP. This is very, very good in PvP. All right, next up is the Mistweaver side of the tree, and they actually did prune something. So the first thing is they got rid of Mending Proliferation, which I am very sad about. I have always said how much I love it. I would have rather have Mending Proliferation as a final node than Dance of Chi-Ji. Probably mostly because I PvP, but in PvE, I don't even use Dance of Chi-Ji either. So I don't know. I guess this could be good, or maybe it is good. It's just locked behind 2-point nodes though, which is super annoying. Not a fan of it. And then they also removed Chi Harmony. So Chi Harmony is gone from the game. I'm actually not that upset about this. What I'm hoping is they kind of remove the modifiers they've given to Mistweaver and just bake them into the spells. Like, I want to be mad if they removed Chi Harmony and then just buffed all our spells by like 20%. You know what I mean? I always want more healing in our spells away from modifiers. And then the final talent that they got rid of, I think it was a choice node here, maybe? It was Refreshments. So Refreshments was when you use Life Cocoon, you give the target 2 healing elixirs, and then you get Mana Tea stacks. It just was never used. I think it was on a choice node here or something like that. It never saw use. It was just bad. So they replaced it with a new talent. So Misty Coalescence, Renewing Mist healing is increased by up to 300% in proportion to its coverage on yourself and your allies. So I'm assuming that means like literally the time it gets to your target, which is fine. I think this is really good on. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is super strong in smaller settings than larger settings. So in 3s, 2s, and in Mythic Plus, I actually think this is an extremely powerful talent. But I think in raids, how powerful it is kind of lowers. So someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how the math of it. And no, I'm actually not mad about that at all. I'm very happy. They also got rid of Tea of Plenty and Tea of Serenity. It seems like I'm trying to look for it. They're actually gone. And it is replaced with Emperor's Elixir. So this is a passive. Thunder Focus Tea now empowers Envelop Mist and Rising Sun Kick further. So very quickly, Thunder Focus Tea no longer affects Vivify I think there's a few others, or Crackle anymore. So those are gone. I'm going to explain Crackle in a minute, but it no longer empowers your Vivify, essentially. So this now extends it further, which is very cool. So with your Thunder Focus Tea Enveloping Mist, you now channel Soothing Mist, and you can cast while moving onto your target. So I'm going to, can I Thunder Focus Tea heal this person? Thunder Focus Tea heal you? And you channel with no movement speed penalty? Oh, that's wild. That is very nice. This is a very good change. Oh, wow. So wait, can I use Thunder Focus Tea, Expel Harm? Can I cast too? Can I use a, oh my God, you can. Okay, this talent is incredible. So right now we have a talent right here that makes it so you can channel Soothing Mist and Crackle. You can channel it while moving, but your movement speed is reduced by 40%. So, or to 40, so you're slow. But if you Thunder Focus Tea Enveloping Mist, you're actually able to run at full speed and still channel. That is fantastic. Okay, that's really good. So next, your Thunder Focus Tea Rising Sun Kick releases Jade Fire Stomp. All right, this was good. Jade Fire Stomp missing from the talent tree, it kind of felt weird, but mostly because the animation was very cool, and I like the damage and healing it did. So if you Thunder Focus Tea, and then you Rising Sun Kick, you should Jade Fire Stomp. Excellent, excellent. And then Jade Fire Stomp is essentially the same thing. You release a Jade Fire Stomp, dealing damage to 5 enemies in front of you. Can I do it again? Did I not use? Oh, I don't have the 2 charge talent. So wait, if I hopefully get out of combat here, give me a sec. Hopefully, there we go. So if I go into Focus Thunder here, I just want to say, I'm just testing as we're going. This is the first time I'm really kind of messing around with these talents. So if I Thunder Focus Tea, and then I Rising Sun Kick, I get a Jade Fire Stomp. But let's just say, so this is mostly a Mythic Plus probably. And then you do it again, you do it again. Okay, that's fantastic. Good. This is really good. I am very happy right now. So Tea of Serenity, Tea of Plenty gone. But I welcome Emperor's Elixir. I think this is a very, very good change. I love this talent. It's fantastic. The other thing that they changed, and we'll see how we feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. They made Jade Empowerment much different now. So you no longer Thunder Focus Tea to get the Jade Empowerment buff. It's now just a passive, making Crackling Jade Lightning's damage increased by 300%, and now chains to 4 additional enemies at 25%. So it just does damage. Obviously, it's massively reduced. I think right now it's 1,100% damage increase, and this is just 300%. So it is, compared to what it is on retail now, this is a healing nerf for sure for Caster Mistweaver and PvP. But we'll see. We'll be able to Crackle more, right? Because right now you only empower once every 30 seconds or 22 seconds with the tier set. Now you can do this forever. You can literally, whenever the team doesn't have any interrupts, you just channel, Crackle, and do damage. This is a good change in my opinion. Now, I don't know what this is going to be on a choice node with, right? Because this is under construction. They got rid of Mending Proliferation, which, rest in peace, RIP, very sad. I did like that talent quite a bit. But we'll see what it's on a choice node with. And finally, someone pointed this out, and I didn't notice it. So Healing Spheres was changed. And this is, listen to me, I love Healing Spheres more than anyone else. I'm telling you, I just tried to do it in a shuffle yesterday. I want this talent to work. This is so, if they made it so your healing spells have a chance to create a Healing Sphere out of mist at the target location. And if someone runs over it, they'll get healed and then also dispel all harmful periodic magic effects with a maximum of 3 at a time. So this is now a passive, no longer a spell that you click. So that means it's going to spawn directly on the target. I kind of wish that it wasn't 1.5 seconds. I wish it was 0.5 seconds, but very good change. So this has been in the game. There are no other PvP talents changes I've seen. I have a separate video going over it. I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it in one of the corners of the video now. But yeah, this is a welcome change. I love Healing Spheres because the interaction between Healing Spheres and Counteract Magic is so good. You can play it versus Ellie, Shadow Priest, Ellie Boomy, Shadow Priest Boomy, any dot specs where you're not going to get a lot of backlash, especially not against Affliction Warlocks, essentially. I'm welcome this change. Really good change for Healing Spheres. And overall, I am very happy with the direction they're going with these talents. What they're trying to do with most specs, or if not all, is they're trying to simplify it. I have no issues with trying to simplify specs and make more people want to play certain things, right? It is daunting to log into a spec you've never played before and just be overwhelmed with the different spells and abilities that they have. So It seems like they're trying to make a lot of active spells passive. They've massively simplified Thunder Focus Tea, which is fine. I think Thunder Focus Tea had so much weight to it. I actually thought they were going to change Thunder Focus Tea to a 1 minute cooldown. That's how strong Thunder Focus Tea was, or like how much was put into Thunder Focus Tea. So I'm very happy with the Emperor's Elixir. This is amazing. I mean, Thunder Focus Tea, Enveloping Mist while moving, and then you have a Soothing Mist without having the movement speed reduction. Or if I cheat Torpedo and I have the movement speed increase and Thunder Focus Tea, Enveloping Mist, I actually still get the movement speed increase. This is fantastic. Yeah, just send me straight into midnight. I love that. This is a fantastic talent. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think these changes are really good for PvP and PvE. So please let me know what you think. And with that said, hope everyone has a fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.